Welcome back to the Daily Meditation, your home for all things mindfulness and meditation. Today I'm going to be discussing two common problems that you could be suffering from even without realizing it. Those problems are derealization and dissociation. So let's go from the very beginning. What exactly are dissociation and derealization? So basically, derealization and dissociation are conditions in which you feel disconnected from your thoughts, your feelings, your body, and even your surroundings. Now, you'll know that you're suffering from these conditions if you feel kind of empty and you're not connecting to yourself. And when I say connecting to yourself, I mean to your identity rather than to yourself in the egocentric kind of way. Now, these are problems because they can make us feel unreal, almost as though we don't exist. Have you ever felt like a ghost, like you're invisible? If you do, then it might be because you're dissociated from your thoughts, your feelings, and your body. And meditation could be causing you to feel this way. However, meditation can also cure this problem. Now that sounds kind of weird, doesn't it? Because how on earth can something both cause a problem and also cure it? Well, that really gets into you and the way in which you meditate. So, some meditation techniques are inherently dissociative. For instance, there are the two traditional techniques, Anapanasati and Vipassana. Anapanasati, or mindful breathing, is probably the most common type of meditation. That's the one where you focus on your breath moving through your body. And Vipassana is similar, except that it involves focusing on sensory experience, but also labeling your thoughts and feelings. For instance, if you experience a thought, you might say, this is just a thought. And then you continue focusing on your breathing. Now, those two techniques can be dissociative, because when we do those, we're telling ourselves this thought is just a thought, that's all it is, it's not me, it's just a thought. And you continually do that over and over again. So, when you continually tell yourself that this thought or this feeling is just a thought and a feeling, it's not me, it doesn't belong to me, it's just a thought, just a feeling, you are gradually training your mind to dissociate from your thoughts and feelings. So hence, no wonder why those two meditations could potentially cause dissociation. However, those two meditations also happen to be pretty much the two most popular forms of meditation in the world, and indeed two of the oldest, first introduced in the Pali Canon. So why would we do those two techniques if they cause us to dissociate, and if dissociation is a problem? So here's the thing. The first stage of meditation is about emptying your mind, which is indeed dissociating from your thoughts and feelings. And that is the type of meditation that most people do over and over again, telling ourselves this is just a thought, this is just a feeling, continually dissociating. And that's good to a degree, because it can help with things like stress and anxiety and depression. For instance, if you're experiencing very stressful thoughts, it can be very helpful to just observe your thought and say, you know what? That's actually just a thought. I don't really need to pay too much credence to that. So, Vipassana and Anapanasati can indeed help to reduce things like stress and anxiety. However, they can also cause dissociation, and dissociation can make you feel unreal. As a meditation teacher, I've actually spoken to many seasoned meditators who have been only doing Vipassana or Anapanasati, and indeed, no surprise, they are suffering from dissociative personality disorder. Because for years, they've been telling themselves, this is just a thought, this is just a feeling, this isn't me, continually training their mind to dissociate. Now, Here is where those people and people similar to them are going wrong. So if you consider the way in which a monk would meditate. Now, monks, of course, are the masters of meditation. Buddhist monks pretty much are the home of meditation. So the way in which monks would meditate is, yes, they would do techniques like Vipassana and Anapanasati, and so they would be training their minds to dissociate from thoughts and feelings. However, and this is the really important thing, they don't just do those techniques. While they're dissociating from problematic thoughts and feelings, they're also using other meditation techniques like metta or loving kindness, karuna, compassion, and dharma-based or meditations based on Buddhist teachings. So while they're dissociating from one thing, they're also associating to something else. So it isn't like they're just emptying their minds, because they're emptying them, but then they're also filling their minds with things like love and compassion. So there's dissociation, but then there's also a sense of kind of reassociation, for want of a better word. And that is what you need to do. Sadly, that's what too many people do not do. So very many people, since meditation became a really big business, tons of people just do one or two meditation techniques. They generally do the one or two techniques that they happen to enjoy, and oftentimes those are Anapanasati and Vipassana. Sadly, no one has told these people that you cannot just do those techniques, because otherwise you are going to encounter problems of dissociation. So if you have only been doing Anapanasati, which is again mindful breathing, or if you've only been doing Vipassana, the one where you focus on sensory experience and label your thoughts and feelings, then you could be developing a problem with dissociation and depersonalization, and it might be making you feel kind of like invisible, detached, like a ghost, almost like you don't exist, like you're not real. So here is what to do. If you are using any kind of meditation technique that is training your mind to dissociate from thoughts and feelings, you also must use meditation techniques that then associate your mind with other thoughts and feelings. Again, this is what monks do. They dissociate from problematic thoughts and feelings, but then they focus on compassion, on love, and on the Dharma. You don't have to focus on the Dharma if you're not Buddhist, if you don't want to. You can focus on your own belief system, but you must associate with something. Otherwise, you are going to develop dissociation. So I've been through a lot of information in this video, so I'm going to recap it for you so you know exactly what to do. Firstly, if you feel like you're invisible, like you're detached, like you're kind of like a ghost, like things aren't real, it's probably, or at least possibly, because you've developed a degree of dissociation or depersonalization. If you have been continually doing meditation techniques where you train your mind to let go of thoughts, then that could be contributing to your dissociation. You can continue to meditate. However, in order to overcome this dissociation, you must not just empty your mind, but then fill it with something else, be it love, compassion, or your own belief system. And that is our video for today. My name is Paul Harrison. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like to book an online meditation lesson with me, you may do so using the link below. Until next time, stay zen. Oh, I can't even say it. Until next time, stay sensational.